Hey, welcome back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh. If you need a roof, make sure you call Ireland Contracting. They're the best in the business, but that's not all they do. They do just about anything you need. That's why they were #1 in Pittsburgh, your #1 contracting place, home exterior expert. It's Ireland Contracting. 1-800-NEW-ROOF is the number. It's really easy. 1-800-NEW-ROOF. They're experts in siding, gutters, windows, and roofs. I'm going to get a sun porch done here soon, and I'm calling Ireland Contracting. Give me a call. 412-575-2600 is the number right now on the Borders and Borders hotline. We're going out to Indiana, and we got Bob hanging out in there. What's up, Bob?
Hey, thanks for taking my call, Rich.
No problem.
I'm still upset with that game. I called last night in on the show. I don't have to be a radio hog, but I was really upset with what they did with the pitching, putting a guy from the minors, even though he had major league experience in. And Josh kind of not belittled my call, but just kind of like, some of my comments he just kind of sort of made fun of. And that's not the point. But the point was, it seems like most people are with the same sentiment that I have. But the other thing that irritated me, and you say about Hurdle losing games or winning games, whenever I see you got a guy in second and third, and he puts Casey Sadler in to hit, I think that's who was up the pitcher, and with 2 outs. That's basically conceding the game. He was basically saying, I give up. You do not do that. You take the pitcher out. I do not care who is in the bullpen, and if you have to use 10 pitchers, you get a chance to get 2 more runners in. Plus, he's out of the game. He doesn't give up any more runs. You probably have a good chance that you would win that game. And it irritates me that you could take 10 managers, and they'd all take that pitcher out and put a hitter in. I don't care if it's Jordan Lupo. It's still got to be better than the pitcher. Yeah. And that just says, I give up.
Yeah, Bob, you know what? I'm not going to disagree with you. In fact, I'm going to agree with you 100%. Great call. Thanks. I think it was ridiculous that Holmes started yesterday. I don't understand. I get that they're just so involved in these numbers. I don't think these guys need rest. They're 20-some years old. Pitched Trevor Williams yesterday. Musgrove should have been pitching today. This is a team you need to beat. These are games you need to win. You need to take 3 out of 4 against the Giants. Hopefully they could still do that, but I feel like they gave one away yesterday, and some of these moves make me scratch my head, like yesterday with the Holmes maneuver, the other day playing 3 guys in your lineup, sub 200 numbers, Jordan Lupo batting leadoff and playing left field when you're just situations like that just boggles my mind sometimes that we see it and they don't. I feel like you just gave away a game yesterday, and there's a couple for a couple reasons. Not only the Holmes, but the Casey Sadler thing too. Like, hey, this game's over. We don't care. Just go up and pitch. And that was like when they had McRae do it the other day. That was another move. The game was tied, and they put him in there because they want to save arms. They want to rest arms. No, not the time to rest. There's only 40 games left. You don't rest guys right now. All right, let's go out to Dave out in Avalon. How you doing, Dave?
Hello.
What's going on, man?
Hey, Richie, how you doing? Hey, I was listening to your thing about Clint Hurdle not losing these games, and I completely disagree.
Wait.
He's lost us so many games over the past 2 years.
I don't think you actually heard what I said. I mean, all the time. I said but lately I've been blaming him for games. I think a manager over the years.
2 years. I mean, he makes the stupidest decisions you've ever seen in your life with pitchers. He'll pull a guy out with a 8-inning shutout and put the bullpen in and lose a game.
Well, that's their philosophy. And look, it only happened a couple times this year, and I think something was going on with Felipe Vasquez. He had the arm issue, the forearm issue, and I think that was the issue early on. But, I mean, you can't – look, these are players. These are major league players. You can't say it's the manager's fault all the time. Like, I'll say 5 to 10 games a year, maybe. But, look, I can count 3 games right now that I feel like bad decision-making has cost the Pirates in the last week.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it's frustrating.
Yeah, it's frustrating. But I still think Hurdle's a good baseball guy. He's a good guy for this team. I'm not trying to run him out of the town. I think he's a good manager for this team. But there's some, and I don't know if it's entirely his decision making on some of these. Maybe some of these in-game moves, but the fact that Holmes started yesterday, I don't put that entirely on
You think
Clint
that was
Hurdle.
above his head?
Yeah, I do too. I think it was. I mean, if you had asked me my opinion, I don't know, but I'm anxious to hear what Neil Huntington's response is tomorrow on his show. He does a show on 93.7 The Fan.
Bizarre.
Yeah, it was bizarre. Why do you bring this guy up? I mean, he was struggling in the minors. I understand he had some major league experience, but why do you bring him up? Why do these guys need reps going from a high-altitude place like Colorado? I understand football teams want to get there and get acclimated or leave early, and certain guys can't go. But, I mean, you were there for a couple days. Every other team does it. Why are the Pirates – why do these guys need an extra day rest? If they need an extra day rest, get them out of the city a day early. There's no reason Trevor Williams had to be with the Pirates for 4 days in Colorado. He could have left a couple days early. Yeah, he could have been he could have left and went, hey, you're going to San Francisco. We're not going to need you to pitch. Go. Musgrove, too.
Yeah, I agree. 'Cause that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I mean, just bring up a guy that's, like, not even any good to replace
I mean,
somebody
look,
that's doing well.
I mean,
It's like,
you want to keep the momentum going. You have a winning streak going. You want to keep it going and just ride that wave. Keep it going.
it's almost like they want to lose.
No, I don't think they want to lose. But sometimes they overanalyze stuff. And I don't think that they ever want to lose, and I never want to say that they're purposely trying to lose. But I feel like sometimes you just feel like you're just going to throw away a game. Okay, we're going to throw him in there and try to win this game, but we need to win these games, so we're going to push everyone back. But what does that say to the lineup? What does it say to all those guys that are hitting that you're going to put Holmes out there? You know. I appreciate the call, Dave. Thanks a lot. We're going to switch subjects here and go out to Josiah in San Antonio. What's up, Josiah?
Hey, Rich, how you doing?
That wasn't you at training camp today, was it?
Oh, no, man. I heard about the story, though. But listen, the frustrating part with the Steelers and being a fan is this. Every year they talk about how we have these weapons on offense, the best offensive line, weapons all over the place, but they keep coming up short on a Super Bowl run. Now, you can go back against 2010. They came up short against Green Bay. So my question looking at this team, and it's pathetic that this is their game plan. The linebackers are terrible. Bud Dupree, I don't want to see him, matter of fact, ever again. And it's like they didn't do anything to correct. And you knew this coming into the season that these were your big Achilles heels.
Yeah.
And I just don't see this getting any better. And we're in a state now that if they don't make the Super Bowl this year, you already know Bell is gone. So why can't this team get over the hump when they got all these superstars all over the field is my question.
Yeah, Josiah, that's a great question. I mean, the linebacker was definitely the need this year, and I think you're going to see some exotic looks from the secondary trying to replace Ryan Shazier back there, maybe sometimes playing 7 defensive backs. But the outside guys are my worries right now. T.J. Watt can't stay healthy. Bud Dupree can't stay healthy. Bud Dupree hasn't really shown much, maybe maybe parts of games, but he hasn't been the player that they had hoped. I'll tell you that. And neither, he's not Jarvis Jones. This guy has to get healthy. He's in concussion protocol right now, but I think they like what they have outside. So we'll see. Here's the thing. There's going to be some big name guys getting released, or some guys getting released, and maybe they find a guy that they like when someone like the Eagles releases someone, because a team like the Eagles is too deep everywhere, and they're going to be releasing some good players. Same with a team like the Rams, and they might find a guy that might fit in with the Steelers. I'm not concerned about any of these injuries right now. It's only the second preseason game. You're not going to see a lot of these guys. I want to see what they could do at the beginning of the regular season, and I think they're optimistic about the outside linebackers at least. The inside line, as much as Tyler Matakevich is number 1 on the depth chart right now, I think that job is John Bostic's. That's my opinion. And I think you're going to see a lot of Terrell Edmonds back there. But, yeah, you're right. You're right. And their window is probably Ben Roethlisberger's window. That's the team's window. I mean, I think Le'Veon Bell, even though he's the best running back in the NFL, I think that's a position that you can replace with a couple guys. I don't think that guy, one of those guys, is on the team right now as a running back. I think they'll have to go out and get someone. That's for sure. All right, we're going to take a break. Back with more of your phone calls, some of your tweets coming up next. Stay right there.